I am. Hey, great Friday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, and today we got Shelly with us at the office. And morning, Shelly.
Good morning.
She didn't want to. She was camera shy, and Chema's being the pain. You want some cookie? Está riquísima. Es de oatmeal banana. It's amazing. Ese lo compré en el aeropuerto de la Ciudad de México. Chema, muévate. Pastillas a todos. It's a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas, and a couple of topics that we'll talk about real quick, and then my 20 minutes will be up. First one is I put up a post yesterday with my good morning with my sergeant uniform or something, whatever, my military, and again some individuals were going out there saying like, "Oh, it's stolen valor because you're wearing something that belongs to someone that was in the military." I'm going like, I bought it at the thrift store, you know. Once an individual decides to donate or sell their stuff to thrift stores for them to sell it back, morning guapo. Ese soy yo. I mean, isn't there a little bit of honor lost there? I mean, wouldn't you rather bitch at the individual that threw it away instead of the individual that's going out there and picking it up and saving it? You know, you got to put everything in perspective. Now, look, and I don't only do it to military uniforms because I love them because the material is just such great material. I mean, I don't know if you felt it, but it's very thick. It's just great material. They make our military's uniforms really, really amazing. I have an Air Force one, an Army one. I think I might have a Marine one. I'm not sure. But the material's great. I bought it for like $6. $6. You know, I'm not going to pass it up. But it's a way of rescuing these artifacts. I mean, I have this Army hat, this Air Force hat. Uh,
Like captain.
like captain, yeah. A lot of people thought it was like it was kind of funny because I was walking at the airport. I think it was in Atlanta, and people are like, oh, hey, captain, and I'm going like, hey. They thought I was like a pilot or something, but it's just going out there and rescuing stuff. And a friend of mine, the chair of the Democratic Party, Jared, went out there like, well, I don't think you should wear it. I said that's fine. People have their opinion, you know, and people can express their opinion. I'm okay with that, but I don't only do that to military uniforms. I also do it like when I go to the thrift store or La Pulga, and I find Bibles, and they're in good condition. I go and I buy the Bible for $1 or $2. It's sort of in a way to semi-rescue it. The other thing that I do is American flags. If I find an American flag mira, se me está bien padre el Botox, huh? Right? It's crazy. The other thing is I put on the Botox, and let me tell you, it looks pretty good. It's Angel. Angel? Ah, sí, it was Angel. Es que no sé quién es porque la cámara se cayó. So, it's saving, rescuing. Plus, I'm purchasing it. So, it's not like I'm out there stealing it. I don't know why people say it's stealing valor or something. I don't know. Oye, saludos a los chicos. Regálame un gato. No, I love my cats. All 4 of them. All of them. Comandante Castro, I knew that's why you were going to Cuba. Because of the shirt. No me falta el puro. Porque la boina sí la tengo. La boina. This is my blue one. Jawohl, le Colmadon. I still think it's cute. I don't care. You're the most handsome guy in the whole city of Brownsville. It's true. And I keep telling people that. And people like don't believe me. I went out with a friend yesterday and said, "Hey, Esther, we need to paint your white hair black. I said, I don't want to do that. You know, I think it looks so horrible to have, you know, I don't know. It just looks so fake. I know a lot of people that color their gray and they look so horrible, or that use a toupee, como a person that we know. It just doesn't look good. Your Parisian coat is amazing. What's Parisian? That the oh del comandante. I mean, good morning. Good
Oh,
morning.
probably the other black one, la que pusiste the first time with the bell bottoms, no?
Oh yeah, let me tell you, I love my bell bottoms. They look amazing and they feel great. I like to doing the swishy thing. As long as you aren't impersonating a soldier claiming to be a vet, you're fine. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not. And come on, everyone here in Brazil, no, todavía no prende. Everyone here in Brazil knows that I dress differently. Everyone. Bunch of pansy liberal hippie vets complaining. Yes, and I'm going like, come on, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I have 6 cats. You need to up your game. My goodness. Yeah, but mine are inside cats. Let's see if Elizabeth will come out. Hey, come on the show, Elizabeth. Actually, there's a school thing I want to talk to you about. Um, 6 cats. Yeah, you're that's ¿cómo se llama? Crazy cat lady number. Che Castro. Viva la revolución. Che Castro. I thought it was like you're saying like inche like I would love to see you in a dress. Why not? A lot of people confuse a lot of my Indian wear as dresses. I don't care. Depends on what kind of dress you want me to wear. I can't. I have house contractors coming over in a minute, waiting for them outside. I love you. Love you too. I need to go to. She lives in Robstown, I think, or Kingsville, and and I I need to go up there and go visit with her for a while. Does she live in a shoe? That's Elizabeth. Royal, come on the show. I could do Royal. Oh, the other thing that Kingsville. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Kingsville. I thought that they were not move the time back. That was going to stay how it is. No, switch the time back. I think what the hope was that they were going to change the time back and then leave it because we're off track with Mexico. In Mexico, it's an hour before. So yeah, yeah, they need to change it and then not move it anymore. Go on, Royal. Yeah, Royal. I was kind of hoping you would get Roman and Carlos last night. Would have been explosive. Roman is always busy. El coat blanco con rayas. Oh, Royal's on. Is it the one that I'm not sure which one it is. Hey, Royal.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much.
It's been a while.
It's been too long.
It's been a while.
Oh, yes, it's there. So, what do you think about wearing military outfits that you find in?
Like in the army supply stores and stuff like that.
Yes,
Thrift
exactly.
stores. Uh, I don't know. I don't think it's impersonating. I think maybe it's a sign of honor. It's kind of like, okay, what do we think of people wearing football jerseys? Are we saying, oh, are you trying to be
Oh,
Staubach?
that
Are you
one.
trying
Yeah.
to be this? Are you trying to be that? that player. No, man, it's you're a fan. I think you're honoring the veterans. You're not a veteran. You're not a soldier. And maybe it's a sign of saying, I wish I was a soldier, and I'm proud that you did it, and thank you, and that kind of deal.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think it's with the intent that you do
yeah,
stuff. If your intent is to disrespect, well
yeah.
then yeah, it's bad. But again, I do a lot of yes, Shelly actually showed it to me.
Hey,
The
cutie Elizabeth.
she is cute. Oh yes, it's the yeah. I know which one you're talking about now. It's the one with the black and white, black and white. I love that coat. Actually, I got that one at the thrift store too. But I see it as a way of going out there and rescuing a lot of this great stuff that's out
Yeah.
there. I do the military. American flags. Every time I see an American flag out uh, at a flea market, I buy that, and I buy Bibles. I mean, and again, in my capability, I mean, sometimes it gets kind of expensive when you want to buy. And como dices tú, like the army surplus stores, they got tons of stuff.
They got great stuff at great prices, and that kind of deal. Pero es verdad. I mean, it's like, I mean, there's so much stuff you can buy out there, and really enjoy it and wear it, or put it on your mantle, or whatever it is that you want to do with whatever you find out there. But as far as wearing, it's all about the heart. If the
I agree.
heart is pure, then the intention is going to be pure, and no one's going to question you, because they know your heart. They know you're not trying to say, look at me, I'm Soldier Castro, or whatever, or I fought in this war, or I'm a hero, or I won a medal. No, you're not saying any of that. You're just, hey, it was cool. I saw it, I bought it, and I want to wear it, and there's nothing wrong with it.
And again,
No?
and I buy every single one that I can, especially when they fit. And the material, Royal, the material is just so amazing because they're
Yeah.
so well made. I
They
mean,
don't make things like they used to anymore.
it's
You know.
the material is
Yeah.
amazing, really, really amazing.
Sí, sí, es verdad.
All little boys need to never ever wear soldier costumes, ever. See how dumb that sounds?
Yeah.
Too wild and
Or
crazy.
for that police officer costumes, or fireman costumes, or little girls nurses outfits, or whatever. Hey, just wear whatever turns you on, or whatever you feel like wearing. It's like they had all this thing about Halloween. Oh, you celebrate Halloween, you worship the devil. I put a post there. It's the does everybody that go to church are 100%, following God? Then are the kids that are wearing Halloween costume, are they 100% worshiping the devil? No,
No,
it's just a celebration. Things to do, and
it's
I
fun.
and on that part, I think that when you gather and you do things together, you invite people to follow your life. If you're a Christian, and you celebrated Halloween, or you came together with some people, or you welcome people in your house, or you gave out candy. You know what? The non-Christians see your heart, and they might wonder, man, that guy's got it together, or that couple has it together. I think I want to follow their life. I think I want to follow their example, and therefore they in turn decide to become Christians or study the Bible with you. But esto que throwing scripture around and judging people, man, that just pulls people away from the whole mission that Christ gave us.
I agree.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
gonna start preaching here.
I agree. And again, I think the intent has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
One of the other things, I'm always buying these. I have a Luby shirt,
Mm.
and I love wearing that. Uh, I love wearing Luby shirts. I have a Whataburger shirt. It doesn't mean that I think I work at Luby's but something that I think Jesse mentioned.
You
I'm
want
not
fries with
out.
that?
Yeah, I'm not out there trying to get a discount.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see.
I'm not trying to get a discount at
Well, about the Whataburger shirt, of course, you for a long time used to get free rent at Whataburger.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it's like I used to rent a space there.
Yeah, yeah.
Me acuerda in
You had your
Mexico.
office there.
Well, in Mexico and in some places in the United States, I don't know if you knew this, but sometimes you could rent hotels for like an hour or 2 hours, depending on how good.
Depending on the activity that you want to pursue.
Yeah, but
It depends on what business you're in, you know.
exactamente. So
No,
that
man.
that used to be a thing back in the day. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
Well, it still is in some areas. I mean,
Yeah, and
uh,
that's okay.
and that's okay if you engage in those type of activities. Multiple times a day. Well, hey, good. It's a good business.
More power to you. Hey, the other thing talking about religion, uh, they busted a pastor
Oh yeah.
here downtown. Uh,
Not
uh,
not not a smart move. Not a smart move at
Not
all.
a
I,
smart
I
move at all.
mean, I mean, okay, you're gonna do something like that. Hey man, don't do it out in the open. I mean, hide or wear a costume. It would have been perfect, But I'm not trying to say that that's what you should do.
Well,
But I mean, the guy's like proud he did it. So one, okay, he did some stuff right, and maybe in his conscience, it's okay with that and all that. But you know what? He's breaking the law. What's this thing about give to Caesar what's Caesar's and give to God what's God's? Hey,
don't break the
there's
law.
yeah, don't
Just
break the
don't
law.
break the law.
I mean, you're a Christian. You're called to not break the law.
Yeah. But and I know El Apostol. I know him, and I know.
Apostle. Oh man, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, even I
I
can
don't.
tell you that. I mean, this dude must be what? How old is he? There's only 12 of them, right? And they were the only ones that had the power to give the gifts of the Holy Spirit to other people, right? So, when that gift ends, ya se acaba.
Well, I know him.
Remember in the Bible, there's this guy that wants to pay Paul for the gifts.
Magician.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. Very respectful. He's always been very respectful to me, and I mean I know this church, Mission Divina, and I love the church. Great people, a lot of great. They've always been very good to Erasmo, and I think I've always been very very good to them. But again, this is a step into promoting hate, and let me say, and this is one of the things that I hope that a lot of people understand. There is no one that has fought the cause against hate against any group out there more here in the city of Brownsville than I have.
Yeah.
Uh, this rant that he went on, this tagging the buildings, was against uh, Islam, Muslims, and
Hmm.
again, cannot be out there promoting hate.
No.
We are not in that type of business. I mean, as a fellow pastor, we're not in that type of business. The other thing is, once you start going on that path, you go deeper and deeper and deeper. They went onto his Facebook page and then found, anti homophobic, anti
Yeah.
LGBTQIA folk guys, and again, and stating that he was very much against the LGBTQ task force. Again, I've stated openly that I'm against the LGBTQ task force, against the flag, but I give my opinion. I don't go out there and burn their flag.
Right.
I don't go out there and destroy property. I don't go out there and tag buildings, because you could take a stance, a social stance, a
Right.
very, very present, open social stance without propagating hate. And it's not because of what they do. I mean, I'm not against the LGBTQIA task force because they're gay. I'm
Right.
against the task force because I think it excludes and it doesn't serve a greater good in the city of Brownsville. I want
Excellent.
things that serve Brownsville as a whole community,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
not something that segregates a group that doesn't want to be segregated. It just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. I never agreed with the pride flag being flown on buildings. I've had the discussion here
No.
openly and stated
Yeah.
it openly,
Yeah. It should.
and
It
I
should be.
and I've stated this to Commissioner Roy de los Santos, and
Hmm.
we don't agree on it, which is fine. We don't have to agree, and then
Hey,
we can still have
fly
lunch.
a test flag. I want a test flag
Right.
being flown. Come on. The
Don't
thing
agree.
is, that we need. There's a friend of mine from Miami that says "El amor todo lo cura," and that's what we need to promote. We need to promote love.
Yeah,
Yes, they say
understanding,
hate the sin,
comprehension.
but don't hate the individual. Love the individual.
100%.
Love the individual.
Yeah,
You
and I
know,
don't
and
agree. I
you
don't
might
agree
not
with
agree with what the individual's doing, but you gotta love the individual. Individual.
yeah, and
Just
again,
got to.
I don't agree with that pride flag flying, but I'm not going to go out there and burn their flag or take it down or tear it
No.
down or throw mud at it like we used to do. We used to throw mud
Oh,
at the
oh
neighbors'
yeah. Back in the day, there were
laundry.
other things. I mean, we used to, call our friends, queer, Hoto, faggot, and all
Well,
that. But that was we didn't know any better, and
I didn't do that,
and well, we used to, but
but
there were jokes, but we didn't
that,
know any better. We didn't know
that
any better, but now we do know better. Society has taught us and that is wrong, and that it's hurtful, and it's hatred, and we didn't know back in the day. Pero ahora sí sabemos, and it's like you don't do that. You don't say that. Um,
girls get their boobs bigger, walk around showing them off, and then they get mad because we look at them. Yeah, it's come on, you're making them big for a reason. But
I mean, you put a target out there, I'm gonna look.
yeah, yeah, you're gonna
It's like
you cannot not look.
it's like my friend over there in San Benito that was doing the dance. Come on, I guess she was trying to get it right because she was trying to go to Stilettos, but you know,
Yeah, again, yeah. So you just you have to look at them. If they augment them, you got to look at them.
yeah, yeah,
Pues
yeah,
para algo pagaron $10
yeah,
million
yeah. Well, I mean,
for them to be looked at.
it's advertisement. They're advertising their front, and well, it's. I mean,
And some look really good.
everybody's gonna look at them. Everybody's gonna look at them. If they're out there, everybody's gonna look at them, and nobody,
Well, not everybody, but yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh,
like
look good.
you just raised that cup of coffee. All of a sudden, it came into the picture. It came into our visual. We're gonna see that cup of coffee. Why? Because it calls attention. Our eyes are driven to it. So it's like,
Normal. It's not a big
are
deal.
you gonna get mad? Don't look at my cup of coffee. No.
I'm okay with it. You can look at my you can look at my cup of coffee any day. But going back into the church thing again. Again, it shouldn't have been done, and I feel bad for Mission Divina, the church, because they're going to be dragged in all
Yeah.
this, and that's really unfortunate because Mission Divina does a lot of amazing work with the children. I think the and if the story is correct, he then went on and tried to get these individuals to take it back and say, "How no, we don't want to press charges. You did the crime, do the time. Simple as that. Ni modo. Everyone, todos Ramones, todos coludos. So I don't expect them to take an easy pass. Go at them. It's fair. You did the crime, you gotta do the time. ¿Mandamos a gente, Luis? Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Ahorita sí viene el tema.
And
You
unfortunately,
here?
as a leader, you're giving your flock and you're giving your church a bad name because people are going to start hating on the group, and that shouldn't be. But unfortunately, hey, as a leader, you're setting the pace for your group.
Your
You're
flock.
being an example, and you're putting yourself in the spotlight, and your group is going to suffer the consequences.
Unfortunately, I love that neighbor, but against abortion. Well, let me say, I I do not agree with abortion. I'm not an abortion type of individual. I think that there's other options that individuals should look at.
Yeah.
Killing a baby is not my thing.
Right.
That's my
But
time.
but you gotta love the woman.
Oh hell
You
yeah!
gotta
100%,
love the woman.
100%.
So she messed up. She made a decision, or whatever. Or I'm not gonna say she messed up, but she made a decision. Whether you like it or not, you gotta love the woman, and she's got to deal with that. Homosexuality. You gotta love. You gotta love them. You might not love the sin. But you gotta love them. There's gotta be love there. We gotta love each other. All we need is love. Ba, ba, da, ba, da. You know, it's true.
Right. Again, people could sleep with whoever they want to sleep. I have no
Yeah.
issue with it. Again, there's everything. A lot of things out there that are sin that we don't classify as sin. They should be sin.
Yeah.
Royo, your
Well,
friend
huh?
tenía calor.
Royo, your friend tenía calor. Oh, which friend? Ah, sí, 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 sí. Las amiguitos que pescaron corriendo. Yeah. Wow, I was
Oh,
gonna say something there, but
the girl,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you posted it.
I felt bad for her,
Yeah.
but it was a story.
Well, she
Um,
was actually, if you look closely, she was wearing. I think she was wearing underwear or something. No estaba desnuda.
oh yeah,
Even though the picture looks like she's completely nude, but she was wearing stuff. It's like I looked, I go, no, that can't be, that can't be. No, no es como el de Bronzo. El guy de Bronzo used to get naked on the highway. Remember?
I think still around. No,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Pero, was cool, man.
oh yes, it's
So what
the
are you up to these days, man? I mean, were you been traveling? You were in Mexico City. Where did you go eat at that restaurant? Or
no. I
tell
actually
me
went.
about some of the restaurants you ate over there.
Actually, I was going to go to the one that you mentioned, but I had already made a reservation to go to this other one that was close to the hotel that I stay at, and it was delicious. I also went to Del Rio, which is one where you have a beautiful view of El Ángel de Reforma,
Okay.
Ángel de la Reforma. I I love going to eat in Mexico City. Just great, great restaurants, and you spend a little bit less than you would spend here at a nice restaurant. So
Oh, of course.
it's kind of great. I love Mexico City, and I have a passion for it. And I've never had a bad incident in Mexico City. I think the only bad incident I had was maybe like 25 years ago or something, where I got a little bit mugged on the metro. But
I did too. I did too. Actually, in '78, I went to a chess tournament in Mexico City for the youth chess, deal. But they told us we're going to Metro, watch your wallets and all that. I was holding on to my wallet with my hands. My hands were in my pocket, and somehow they they stole my wallet. And they were looking around, and there was this guy filing his nails, and I go, "That's the guy that did it."
they're amazing.
But they work in groups. One guy bumps into you, distracts you, and boom, another guy pulls it out, and then they get together later on. Yeah. But you know, hey, hopefully he used the money for good or whatever.
Well, yeah, it's interesting, but
Yeah.
it happened, so not a big deal. It happened to me that many years ago, and it's but I love Mexico City. There's a current well, two things before we leave today. Maida Flores is former House representative
Right.
for our area. Maida Flores, come to find out that she's out there spending donations on giving herself a salary and on buying
Really.
stuff for herself. And it's really, really unfortunate because a lot of individuals out there would ride and die for this chick. I don't care for the Maida Flores. Never have, never will. I don't think that she represents the party well. I don't think that she's a good representative for the people of Brownsville at all.
I, however, think she is a welcome change. I feel she's got the heart for the people, and you know. Sh- could we say that maybe a rookie, since it's the first year that she's doing that, or the first time that she's coming into office, and she'll get better at it, but we need to give people an opportunity to prove themselves and to do the best they can for people, just like we do here in the school board. We need to vote. Even people, we need to put Erasmo in office again. I mean, it's like I've said it. Vote for Erasmo when he runs. If he steals money, if he screws you over, hey, you're used to it anyway. So give the guy a break and vote him in. Uh, we just need to do that. We won't have change until we change leadership. Period.
Well,
I was talking to somebody at the library yesterday, and she was saying because we both voted at the same time, and I go, what did you do? Well, they told me to vote yes on this, and I go, man, you're not gonna get any money, man. They have the money to give you guys the races, but they choose not to. So hey, what can I say? So I guess this became the royal show. So how's it going out there? I can't see
I
the
don't.
comments. Let me see if I can see the comments here. No. Oh yeah, hey, ¿qué pasó aquí?
I don't.
Uh
I don't trust her. I don't think that her heart's in the right place. I just don't. I haven't heard her give a speech where anything is out in in favor of actually addressing the real matters that are here. Every time I hear her speak, it's always like some Republican talking points that it's like she's pandering to the individuals that are out there that are going to donate money to her, going to donate money to her in order for her to pay herself. And you cannot do that. What kind of change
Yeah.
do you feel is needed for the city?
Where do you want to start?
We desperately need.
We need to work on our streets. Leadership of Brownsville. We last night I was at Wessel, and then afterwards I normally like to go around the city before I go home, and I noticed that they're working on some buildings on Elizabeth. They're doing some stuff. Well, at Hardin now they're doing you know. They're gonna do what they're gonna do to it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's being worked on downtown. Pero, what about our streets? What about our bus stops, man? It seems like the older bus stops were a lot better than the newer ones, and the newer ones are costing so much money. Just like
Okay.
whose bright idea was to change the lights? What was it, a year ago? They changed the lights. The ones they had before were a lot better, and or a lot prettier. That kind of deal, fancier. I don't know, but ah, you know,
Well,
we need change. Our library needs to expand. The Sophos library isn't even finished. You know,
our city desperately needs economic development, and we're not getting it. And it's really unfortunate because one of the other things that came out today in the news was how the same individuals, Tracy, are continuously getting money from wacko groups like BCIC. BCIC is a piece of trash. BCIC is a piece of trash. And unfortunately for us, they are a money pit for the corrupt political machine that continues to take away from the citizens of Brownsville the money that should be reinvested in Brownsville. And what's really, really unfortunate is that a lot of the money that they play with, first of all, they play with 0.5%
yeah,
of
the
our
back.
tax dollars.
Mhm.
$5 million goes to a BCIC in order to economic, well, not, to
Well, to move
promote
money
local,
around, to put
promote
money in
local, yeah,
pockets, that kind of deal, or into those
promote local
businesses.
business.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, and again, people, you may say, well, it's $5 million. It's 5 million of your dollars that goes from your taxes into the money of a selected few group here in the city of Brownsville, because
Yeah.
they're the ones that are getting all these benefits from it. 1848, they're going to have this event. I think this month. It's great. They're having an
I
event,
mean, that place
but
is becoming
at our
awesome,
cost.
awesome.
Yeah,
But
but
a lot of it,
we paid for that
it's yeah, it's our. And the thing is, I was riding by there the other day with a friend, and I said, why didn't extend the historical district all the way to central, all the way to Elizabeth? You know,
because they only wanted to extend it to where they could
yeah,
encompass 1848.
and
And again,
and
guys,
and it stopped right there. I mean, I don't know.
there's
Yeah, yeah, it lacks ethics, common sense, and all of
we're,
that.
we're never going to get anywhere whilst the resources of the city keep on being funneled into the pockets of the most rich individuals here in the city of Brownsville. And that's just that simple. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to realize that when you take from the poor to give to the rich, then we are actually living in a Republican type of utopia.
Yeah,
And that's what really is like so contrary here in the city of Brownsville, because this trickle down economics, if you give the rich more and more money, then more of this, it's trickle down economics. That's what it is. That's the basis of what they're doing. Let's take the money from the poor, let's give it to the rich because they know what to do with it better. It's like
yeah.
the Fruya people. The Fruya
You
people
you
were
don't know
going to
how to
get
spend the money. We do.
the
That kind of deal.
Fruya,
But this has been
the
going on for
Fruya.
years,
Well,
Erasmo, and you know this.
the Fruya people were going to get $200,000. The Fruya, Luke Fruya people,
Yeah,
The car lot people were
Yeah.
going to get $200,000 to open a coffee shop down here downtown. Why do the Fruya people need $200,000? They have a car dealership. A lot of
Yeah.
people
I
in the city,
mean,
a lot of people in the city of Bronzo don't even have a car.
yeah.
They don't have a car.
But this has been going on for years and years. I remember when I was a kid, I'm a lot older than you, Erasmo, but when I was a little
Lot.
boy, Bronzeville used to be the big, tough brother of the valley. He was chingon. Bronzeville was chingon,
True, Tracy.
and now we're like the redhead stepchild, you know. I mean, Harlington used to be nada. McAllen was okay, but nothing compared to Bronzeville back in the day. I mean, Westlaco was, como dices tú, they eran ranchos. San Benito, que se dice, era un village, and now all these cities are growing, and they're businesses are popping out. I remember a couple of years ago, I used to go to McAllen, because I had students over there, and that area right in front of what is it, the convention center, all that, it was pure woods, man. Within months, businesses were popping out, boom, 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 boom. And over here, in order to open up a business, man, it literally takes a year. I mean, it's terrible.
Totally.
No wonder nobody wants to come to Bronzeville. We want all these businesses come down, but they don't want to. They don't want to deal with their leadership.
No, Tracy, you're 100% correct. And this is one of the sports
Yeah.
park. The sports park is one of the things.
It's not finished.
One of the things I've been complaining about for 10, 12 years, because we overpaid on it. I mean, literally, we've paid some $58 million out there. I mean, sorry, guys, I don't see $58 million out there.
No está terminado.
There's nothing out there.
I mean, Sam Stadium looks better than that.
And there's nothing that directly benefits the city of Brownsville. And real quick, I don't want to go into the whole arena thing, but guys, we can't even maintain a sports complex.
Yeah.
I mean, that we paid $50-some million for. How are we supposed to, maintain an arena that was going to cost us $250 million at the base minimum? It just doesn't make any sense.
No.
See, and there's a passage in scripture, since we were talking about Bible. Si en lo poco no eres fiel, ¿quién te va a confiar lo mucho? It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
District 2 is easy to open. There's no hurdles at all. You still caliche and the business ready. It's crazy. And I'm glad that El Tucker was out there fighting this for the longest time. And now there's finally some action being taken. I think it came very, very late for a lot of individuals, and it was not enough done. And it's unfortunate because no one should ever be satisfied with the little crumbs that sometimes they throw out our way. No one. Indoor ice skating ring, indoor go-kart, indoor roller ring, and all these things. It would be great in the area. It would be, because we were supposed to get a water park out there by Alton Glory, the Alton Glory that goes to 511. We're supposed to get a water park. Never came to fruition because it didn't benefit that corrupt, select little group that was out there that continues to rape the city blind. And I've got to go.
And you gotta go. And you gotta go. You gotta go eat breakfast.
Clients waiting for me in front of the office.
What happens? Well, so, guys, enjoy your lunch and have a great day.
Roy, it's good to see you, man.
Hey, man.
Come by more often.
Well, whenever you send a call and I'm available, órale, aquí estoy.
What's up?
Adios, que les vaya bien.
Oh, yeah, that was Harmony. It was a mistake. Guys, tonight we're going to make mention. We're going to talk about the article in Texas Observer. I know it had a lot of people have that question on that. We will talk about it tonight. We'll see if Maggie wants to come on. I actually want her opinion on it. On the article on Texas Observer in regards to the 11-year-old BISD child that was thrown in jail and was detained and excessively detained. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. We'll talk about it tonight. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, all that crap, guys. Be good to each other. Bye, Royal.
Take care. Bye-bye, guys.